What's up, y'all? It's Megan, and again, if y'all listening to the EPs in order, y'all know that I'm dropping 4 EPs in one night, so this is EP 2, and we're going to just piggyback kind of off the last EP from flowing to protection and highlighting the word protection, because a lot of people, when you're in the midst of protecting your craft, you don't know what that looks like. You don't know what traits that you're supposed to enforce in the midst of protection. Like, what does protection look like for you towards your life, towards your craft, towards your family? You know, all these things. Once you have that flow, once you have that craft, you must protect it. You don't have to tell everyone everything. Moving in silence is an important trait. And just understanding the power of being able to value the solitude within your season and within your craft and within your execution plan, valuing the process, valuing the self-time, valuing the loneliness, and reshifting your energy of loneliness to doing something towards your growth. Valuing the things that you have set in stone without putting your mouth on it, jinxing it, telling everybody, allowing somebody to sabotage it just because you put it out there in the world. Guarding your motives, not by allowing others access to you or your purpose. You know? So this EP, we're just gonna straight Bible facts, maybe a little bit of opinions, and then that's gonna be it. This EP is pretty like a piggyback EP, so it's not gonna be too long like the other ones. We're just gonna get into it though, because this is a learning EP, more of like I'm teaching myself to how to protect my craft, how to manage it, and also where to put my energy, what to remove, what's not good, what is good, all of these things. But the Bible teaches you to protect your purpose from dysfunctions by 1, being actively guarded with your heart, 2, setting strict relational boundaries, and 3, keeping your focus fixed on God's plan and calling, or simply your craft and doing what you're good at. Being focused, being fixed and steadfast towards the plans and goals that you have to accomplish and the actions that you're going to take to get there. So we're going to just break it down topic by topic, with the verses that I have to back it. So 1, guarding your heart. Proverbs 4:23 says, keep your heart with all diligence, for from it flows the spirit of life. B, keep your heart and respect you enough to understand that everything in my space is going to work together with me for my greater good, and all things that are not meant for me, I must allow it to leave. I cannot allow it to destruct, and I cannot allow it to steal my joy and my motivation towards the things that I have assigned over my life and over my destiny. Rather, whatever it is, I always emphasize this in the pod, whatever it is that you're doing, craft, career, purpose, things you've been called to, whatever the case may be, stick with it, be motivated, and you get it done. Hold your feet to the fire, because nobody's responsible for your execution plan but you, because God gave you the vision and he didn't give nobody else the vision. So nobody can tell you whether you're doing it right or wrong. Which leads us to number 2, setting boundaries. Proverbs 22:24-25. 24. Do not be a friend of one who has a bad temper, and never keep company with a hothead, or you will learn his ways and set a trap for yourself. Like we talked about in previous episodes, birds of a feather flock together. The company you keep, it influences your decision making. And if you know you're onto something, and you know you thriving to do something greater, you got to purge all those things that are not working with you for your season. You know, you gotta remove that stuff and set those boundaries to not keep company of people that are not equally yoked as you or on the same alignment as you. Don't keep company with people who are hot-headed and temperamented and have no self-control, because self-control is a direct fruit of the spirit. So if they are hot-headed and easily tempered, then they have no self-control. They lack one of the main components of the spirit. Why be around them if you contain all, the fruits of the spirit and you're working towards your growth in that area? 1 Corinthians 15:33. Do not be deceived by bad company. Bad company ruins good morals. Your influence. If you might be want to do this, you might want to go to church on Sundays, but you got invited to do something else. It's about what you want to pick that's best for you. Or, you may want to stop a bad habit. You may not be drinking or something right now, but you keep hanging around people that drink. Like, how will you ever, obtain your good moral if you keep keeping the bad company around? Proverbs 14:7. Leave the presence of a fool, for there you do not tire the words of knowledge. Oh, that's not say tire. Okay. Leave the presence of a fool, for there you do not find the words of knowledge. So how you gonna be smart if you hanging with dummies? Period. Point blank. That's all that I say. Like, you can't make a fool think like Einstein. You can't make a horse drink water. You can bring the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink it, type of thing. So not everybody's meant to go with you in your purpose and in your craft. So you got to leave the presence of a fool, for there you do not find the words of knowledge. You do not grow. You do not expand and spread your wings and fly out if you stay content in circumstances and environments and around people that do not serve you nor help you elevate or help you thrive within your productivity levels. Period, point blank. Protection comes with setting boundaries and having assertiveness towards your steadfast energy and unwavering decision making. You got to speak life into yourself. You got to speak life into your craft. You got to speak life into your day-to-day forces and the things that you're putting your energy into. You got to speak life into your kids. You got to speak life into your families. You got to speak life into your friends. We're human beings. We have up and down days, But don't stay there. Obtain the words of knowledge. Put yourself in predicaments where you're going to grow. Put yourself in situations and be humble to accept your reality and grow in the things that you desire to obtain. Romans 16:17. I appeal to you, brothers, to watch for those who are out to cause division and create obstacles. Avoid them. So again, be mindful, have mindfulness within your season of growth. It's okay to leave people behind. It's okay if you see somebody doing something that don't align with the things that you believe is good now, then it's okay to not be around that anymore or support that. So those are things that we can talk about. And then we're going to get to the third topic, keeping your focus fixed. Proverbs 4:25-27. And we've touched on some of these a little bit, I think. Let your eyes look straight ahead and your sight be focused in front of you. Carefully walk a straight path and all your ways will be secure. Do not lean to your right or to your left. walk away from evil. And then Isaiah 30:21 says, and your ears shall hear a word behind you. Say, this is the way, and walk in it when you turn to the right and when you turn to the left. So the fact that those two totally different books in the Bible align with what God's words and intentions are for the people, he not only told you what not to do, he told you what to do when you do that anyways. Like, he literally is like, I expect you to still turn to the right or to the left, but when you do that, make sure that you hear the words behind you and then deny it and say, this is the way, and be assertive and determined within walking forward in the goodness that is placed upon your space. You know, motivation is a blessing. Some people are literally bitter because they don't have a passion, they don't have no spark, they don't have no type of thrive or drive to do nothing. And they can't obtain it and they hate it. So when you are blessed with something that make your soul thrive and give you that rush and that natural high, you better stick with it. You know? And Philippians 3:13-14 says, but one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind, stringing forward to what lies ahead, I press on forward the goals for the prize of the upward calling of God in Christ Jesus. I'm going to read it again because I have some words scratched out. So it's like, yeah. But one thing I do, forgetting what lies behind, stringing forward to what lies ahead, I press on towards the goals for the prize of the upward calling of God, Jesus Christ. This stuff is in the Bible. Go forward, move forward. Don't hold yourself back. Don't be the reason that you don't grow. Don't be the reason that you lack. You know, don't be your worst enemy. Be the best thing that you could be for you. And it's not necessarily being sneaky or withholding information. Simply not everything needs to be said. You don't have to tell everybody your next move. You don't have to, like I said, the vision is yours. You don't have to get recognition or approval from man for the things that you have been blessed to execute. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So be mindful of the things that you speak over your life and others, and vice versa. Be mindful of who you allow to speak over your life and into your space. If you have an idea and you go to somebody like, yo, I got this idea. It's the best thing out. And it might be a dope idea, And then you let somebody say, that's trash. That you ain't never gonna blow up with that. And then you let that deter you and you throw that whole design away. Just because that one person out of 1 billion people in this world disagreed and said that they was trash, you let that person speak life into your space and deter you from the things that you felt so confident about before they said that. Gotta put things into perspective so that we have full understanding of how, important it is. So, in a sum of words, stay focused, be strategic about who and what is around you, and whether it is aligned with you, and if you like it, your results that you're getting, or if you don't, do it for you and be focused on the things that are important to you. Don't let nobody tear you down, y'all. If you got a craft, be proud in it. If you got a business and you got a dream and you got a vision, and this, I'm only talking to the people with that hustle energy in them that get the flow and the adrenaline that I'm talking about. When you doing all the right things in your craft and showing up and everything's aligning, like when I went to the Unfazed event or when I show up at my public speaking events, it's just like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. Or like if you're a rapper and you making music videos and you in the studio and you feeling it, and people, going posting fire emojis under it when you post it, it's like, yeah, that feel good. This is what I'm doing it for. Or if you have a brand and you go to these different pop-up shops and events and set your booth up, and people come and be like, this is hard, and they come shop with you, and that's the feeling. Like, all my hard work is paying off. Protect it. Protection is just valuing it. I'm going to protect it because it's so important to me. Just like you protect a child because their life is so important. Protect your life and protect the things that you're pouring your all into. Don't let people talk bad on you. Don't let people tear you down, because what you got, the next person is dying to get, and you don't even know it. And stay humble. Always stay humble. Because God can bless you one day and then strip you from it the exact moment. So always stay humble. And that's just that EP. That's protection. Protecting your craft, protecting your energy, protecting your space, protecting the words that you are allowing to hit your soil. Because your heart is a garden. Your heart is a playing field where you plant and you harvest. So protect it and value and hold it close. Hold your craft close to your heart and never lose sight of your why. Never lose sight of it. If you play basketball, if you build cars, or whatever you do, everybody has their own thing. There's hobbies out there that I don't even know about that people are into. But let's educate ourselves as people and let's be strategic. Because every topic that I have something to talk about within these 30 days, the Bible has something to say in exchange for anything that any human being may face. No matter how I word it, no matter what I say, it's always an answer for it in the Bible. And that should say something within itself. Y'all can't tell me my God not real. And that he didn't orchestrate things to be the way that it is. And just as I go throughout my 30 days, the more connected I feel, the more calm I feel, the more clear things are, the more I can think and hear what's next. I don't have no stress cloud in my brain. I can think and produce. I'm moving my body, I'm moving my mind, so that I can obtain better results. And this is my real day-to-day, y'all. I'm adulting. I'm steady. I'm cool. I'm chilling. I'm happy. I'm peaceful in life. Just what's next for my adulting life. And that's it. But that's it for this EP. Got 2 more to drop. It is currently 3 in the morning.